Okay, there we go. How's everyone? I don't know, can you still not hear me? What is happening? How's everyone? Okay, so my mic is finally working. That's good, we got that figured out. So basically, I am continuing to work on my texture pack today. Just down a little bit. Figured I could live stream it a little bit, and get it kind of just going so that we know what's going. Doing good. What about you? Good for the most part. I've already made today's video, but I figured I can work on tomorrow's video a little bit. But I need to get ahead a little bit because I plan on making a full length, like 20-minute video survival series using the texture pack, but I want to be at least like 5 or 6 days ahead, so that way when I make it, I can actually have time to make a whole 20-minute video while I release these single day videos. But today I want to work on the terracotta. So right now on the screen you'll obviously see lime green wool, but we have a lot of terracotta to do. So I'm not exactly sure on what they exactly look like, because I know lime wool is a darker color. So if we take this, let's just make it the whole thing. Now I think it's actually a slight darker tint than that, and then we just kind of go based on that and just put blotches everywhere of different colors, because I know terracotta it's more of a harder tone. Actually, I need to do this with white first. Okay, we need to do this with white first, so then we can just recolor everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do white. It's gonna sound a little weird on the way we're gonna do white, but we're gonna go ahead and do white a little bit. So just stroke this stuff out, and then we get like slightly less color, because I think for the most part terracotta is just kind of like it's pretty straightforward of like one color. It's just to use a bunch of different shades of that color that are so similar, so it ends up just looking, let's lower this down a little bit, like it just ends up looking near the same. Go down to that. See, like that's such a different color, you probably can't even tell that I'm changing stuff, but I am. And I might go back and change those darker colors out, because, or I might make them slightly lighter. Go through and change all these like bright light ones. And I know this isn't what white terracotta looks like. There's a reason I'm doing this. So we're gonna go ahead and lower these dark spots a little bit. Why is it not working? If we there we go. Just lighten those up a little bit. So now that we have like that baseline color, we can go ahead and use that on all of the other colors, if that makes sense. I am live, right? Like I saw, okay. But, okay, so we take this and we'll throw this, so we'll do the, is it to make it easier to add color? Yeah. Because I'm not like the best artist in the world, so when I did the wool, this is exactly how I did it, is I did the white first and then I colored over it with that color. If that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense at all. So like right now we're doing the lime. So if we just take it and we, let's make sure, do that, and then we can like overlay it, and it should look somewhat different. It is not looking different at all. Oh, it's because I haven't done this. Okay, so maybe if we, it takes a lot of messing around with to get it perfectly right. Like I said, I am not, see like there, I had to multiply and it just pretty much did it for me. Like it does all the shading and everything is good. And that's pretty much it for terracottas. Terracotta is not going to be that hard. It's the same as the wool. I just did the white version. And then that's basically how concrete's going to be. But yeah, I see the issue is with these blocks, that I don't fully know what the differences are. Like concrete, I cannot tell you. This could basically be concrete for all I know. I can't really help that. Okay, we just opened up every wool color. So I don't know which green I took, because we probably should take near the same color. So the second pixel up here is what we're going to take. So now I have to filter through everything to find, where is brown terracotta? I gotta find brown terracotta, which is, you would think that this would be easier, but okay, there's brown terracotta, which I did, of course, did not copy the white terracotta over. There. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and copy that. I mean, go ahead and just paste it into these other terracottas, because it doesn't really make much of a difference. Okay, so here we got the brown, and I know that so the thing with the angles is they're always going to be different. Could you say because there is a difference between terracotta and concrete? There is. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't really tell you from memory what the difference is. I'm assuming concrete is more like smooth, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna do, but terracotta's already pretty smooth. I really couldn't tell you. I think it's just way more smooth. Like all of these blotches that are here just aren't gonna be here. I might just end up making concrete just a flat color, because I just don't know. But yeah, so there's brown terracotta. You can see it's pretty easy once we get the hang of it. We just got to go through and just take all of the colors and do it. Now, unfortunately, my bar that I choose each one from is very chaotic at the early stages until I can actually go through and close everything. But if I don't think something's right, then I'll change it, because like I said, I don't think the lime is that super bright color. But as for the other ones, I'm not too sure. So now we gotta find blue terracotta. There we go. And then here. So I'm doing it from a very far distance now. Zoom in. Concrete's brighter. Okay. Well, I will try my best, because I'm not exactly sure on the color differences. Like I'm sure terracotta, now that you say that, kind of makes sense. It's more of a duller color, and then terracotta is more of that brighter. So maybe this blue isn't the right blue to use. Maybe I need to use more of a duller blue. That's not very dull. That might be more accurate. Wait, isn't blue terracotta like purplish? For some reason I remember, or is that concrete? Like some blue looks more purple. Forget what it is. But I'm pretty sure one of them just like kind of looks purple. Like I feel like this is blue. Like this kind of looks purple on my screen. I'm gonna go with it. It kind of looks purple, but I think that is what blue is. And then we obviously multiply it so that it's... Why is that? Oh, it's because I do this. And that still didn't work? Oh. Why is that not working? There we go. Blue, yeah, purplish blue, which is kind of what this is. I'm sure it'll look... The other issue with doing it in like paint is when you actually get into the game, it just looks different. And we probably pull up the game right now. I don't know how exactly it's gonna look on here, but this is the this is the wrong texture pack because I did something. Oh shoot, I was doing something earlier. Because today's video does a weird camera thing, so I had to... The other part of this texture pack that I have to fix is this. All of the menu stuff I need to go through because it's bad for me. It's not that, it's actually the air conditioner. I'm sorry that if you can hear it, so you'll probably hear it turn off and on. But it is actually the air conditioner. The other thing I need to work on besides the menu and like we go to the title screen, everything's just white. You get blinded. This is how my game looks every time I launch it. It is very bad. But the other thing I need to work on is just the menus for stuff. Like this menu needs worked on. See, the AC just turned off. But then like chests are really bad. Because you can't see what's in them. Like if I put items in here, like the strip jungle log. Oh, wrong thing. We gotta do an actual item. Raw chicken. Tell me where the raw chicken is in that. Yeah. So the the inventory stuff I definitely have to go back through and do. But what was I trying to show? Terracotta. Yeah. So you can see these are already. That might be too purple, maybe. But now that you say like the dollar colors, I might need to go back and dull these up a little bit. I think the brown's a little too bright. Maybe the lime is definitely too bright. Okay, so it's not too big of a deal. I think the blue's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. I think the blue's fine. But if we switch back to here, we are going to go, because now I already closed those. So now I gotta reopen them. Okay, so there's the brown. Okay, it actually is a bigger deal than I thought. Go through. Let's grab you. Okay, we're gonna do some work here real quick. You're not really gonna be able to see that I'm doing, but it's gonna make life a lot easier here in a second. Whenever we actually start working on these colors a little bit more. So I think we have the white color down though in a good way. So what just happened? The regular terracotta, I'm not really sure. Black's also a really hard color. I just put up black. That's wrong. Because you have the issue of you can't do solid black because then everything actually just is too black. Alright, so what was wrong with the green? The lime green I think was too bright. So if we take this and we just get like a darker green, then maybe we can... And this is the thing that you don't really see in the videos, is I have to go back and forth with things constantly. Like, yeah, you see like the time lapse of things, but that doesn't really show you the whole picture of how everything comes out in this. There's a lot. These 1 minute videos you may think take not too long, but they can definitely take a minute to do. The longest ones by far have been mobs or just the inventory stuff, the UI stuff, mainly because I have to constantly go in and out of the game just to make sure that everything's lined up, because the way they do those textures is kind of like a cube if you folded a cube and whatnot. But it is what it is. So I think brown and lime green might be good now. We will see. Yeah, I think the lime is still too bright, but I'm not going to change it. I think it's good enough, and I think the brown is good enough too. So we're not going to do that for everyone, but it kind of just gives me a baseline of what is going wrong. So we can go ahead and do red next. We'll just do it in the order of what I have it. Red wool. So let's take the darkest color and let's increase it a little bit. Or maybe not increase it. We need to like dull it out a little bit. And then we'll go here and paste that in. And then we can, wait, is that even, wait a minute. What did I just do? Yeah, what? There. Multiply. Hello? Okay, that should be good. Oh, I'm not even showing the colors. So right now you're just looking at Minecraft. Okay. You made a custom mob and texture is a bit, and it took forever. I know what pain you go through when it comes. Yeah, no, the mobs are, I get why they are made the way they are made. Like, I'm not disagreeing with how Minecraft does it, but when it comes to actually redoing all of the texture packs, it is definitely something. Yeah, now we're gonna do orange, and now the issue with orange terracotta is, honestly, is there an orange? There is an orange terracotta. It's just, yeah, no, it's just because the normal terracotta is an orangish look, in my opinion. So this might be a little rough on how to do this, but let's see how this looks. Maybe a slight tint duller, which is fine. And then if we do this darker a little bit, maybe. For some reason it's not looking, I would say that's decent. But I don't, that's why some people comment like do a mob or whatever, and it's like I've done some. I've done the zombie, the cow, the basic cow, not any of the other colors. What other have I done? Some of the villager has like over 100 textures. Like that's gonna be a pain to do, and more of something I can't really just throw into videos. Like I've done textures. I did the minecart. That's technically an entity, so I guess the armor stand is an entity as well. But they're just kind of a pain sometimes. But I mean, it is what it is. So and then we need to go yellow. So I think we are right. Wow, the yellow really just looks like hay bale, does it not? Which I need to go back and look at my hay bale texture. I know, because obviously I don't purposely look at textures, But obviously I get stuff on my TikTok and YouTube of like Minecraft. I see textures other than just in this thing. But I saw that they changed the hay bale texture to actually line up with the straw beds. Do you check after you got the texture? No, I actually don't. I really don't. I just play it fully by memory. Now there is some issues with that because if you go back to the beehive video, I showed the default beehive compared to the one I created. When you do it like that, I have to go then compare it, but I think that's the only time I really went back and looked at the default textures. Because otherwise I get leaks of the other ones. And like I said, YouTube, TikTok, I see other textures. And that's why I know like the hay bale, they changed the red line on the bottom from like 4 down to like 3, so it actually makes sense. Which is the other issue with texture packs, is that a lot of the textures just don't line up. But no, normally I don't go and look at it again. And I won't after this. I'm just creating the terracotta, and then that's just what it's gonna be. Because honestly, even if I go back and look at the default and I'm like, man, I did really bad there, I'm not gonna go back and change it because this is from memory, so it's kind of just like it is what it is. And then I also want to be able to go back later and change what I think is wrong. So like sandstone, I did that yesterday. I guess I could talk about doing that. Sandstone, I did it yesterday, and the top part of the sandstone has this black part on it. It's not black, but a darker part on it. And I know there is like darker parts of it, but I don't think that looks good, and I don't think that is what is actually kind of there. So I'm going to go back and change it at a later date, but I'm not going to go look at sandstone and compare it, because then that will change me from being able to change it later, because then I'm not changing it for what I remember. I'm changing it based on what I saw. That is not magenta. That is. I hope that made sense. I kind of rambled on there a little bit, but I hope that makes sense. Man, that is not magenta. What is magenta? I'm trying to think here. Is it more of a? It's more of a pinkish color, right? Like if I do. That's the other issue, is like the pinks and stuff. Is that more magenta? No, magenta's like. What is magenta? Like, that's way too pink. Yeah, I might be struggling with magenta here a little bit. Because, like, Okay, magenta is gonna give me a little bit more of an issue than I was expecting. I mean, I guess we can go with that for now. But we might have to just come back later, because once I look at it in game, I know it's gonna be wrong. We'll go with this for now, but we will keep a heavy mind on this, and we will come back to it in a little bit, because I know this color is not right. I don't even think this color is right for any of them. So there is that. And then we got purple, which I couldn't even tell you what purple looks like either. Like what does purple look like? I mean, obviously purple wool is purple, but I know purple isn't purple. Man, that sentence. Great sentence. I know this isn't the right purple. This might be another comeback, because it is not right. Cause see, this. Well, I guess I could maybe do. What if I do this? Let's see here. We're gonna mess with hue. Okay, not that. Saturation? No, it's not saturation. What if we just take the brightness down on it? No, what if we desaturate the brightness? What if we overset? No. Okay, so none of this is really working. Because this is purple. Like I said, I'm no artist, so this is just me messing with stuff. This might just not be the right shade of purple. This might be it. I mean, that's kinda... I swear it's more... Is that more it? Like if I... No, that's not it. Wow, this is really... Okay, we are just going to go with this for now. And it's not going to be right in any sense of the word. But we're doing great. What's next? Light gray. If I can figure out how to do these other colors in that way, then we may be able to figure out the purple. Because I just don't know. Because they are definitely like, that's concrete. Like, I think you're right. Like, this texture for concrete would probably be great. But light gray terracotta is more of a... I feel like it's more whitish. Like, it's more... Like, if I just increase the brightness on here... Oh, wrong thing. If I... No, that's like... That, I mean, that's gray. Like, don't get me wrong, but... It's not exactly the gray that I'm looking for. Just going through all the colors except for the ones that I need. If I not exactly sure what to do here, because the color wheel isn't giving me what I need, because that's just way too... Might have to do a... Because sometimes what I do is I create a gradient of the colors that I think, like this, then I look at them, but none of these seem right. So if we zoom back out, I was trying red there, but that's red is way too dominant. Yeah, no, that red is way too dominant for that to be. none of these gradients is really working. What I was thinking. That color, no. I'm just going through all the colors until I see what I think it might actually be. Oh, that one might be closer. This one right here, this string. Let's try that. It's closer. I don't think it's gray, but it is closer. Or light gray. So if we're gonna go with that for light gray. I don't mind it. Let's actually look at this in game real quick to get a better idea. We gotta reload the texture pack though. Okay. Just to kind of get a better idea of, because I mean we can look at the other ones, but I'm not too worried about the other ones. What did I have put out? Red, orange, yellow, purple, magenta, light gray. That's still too gray. It sounds weird to say for gray, but that is just too gray. I'm wondering here if I should just do a switch up and make these concrete, because none of these look bad as concrete. So if I just switch to concrete, then I mean I think the purple is probably too light of a purple. But what is this? This is magenta. Maybe that needs to be a little bit brighter, but I think it would work as a... Nah, I think it's too much for pink. But no, I don't... The texture is... Just that light gray is really bothering me. We're going to run it for light gray. We're just going to get past it, but light gray is definitely... I think light gray is better than the magenta and whatnot, but we're going to get past it so we can stop yapping about the... And then I think, I'll be honest, if I can get a gradient of like a brown. I remember looking at gray terracotta because I played Minecraft quite a bit, and I always remembered like it kind of looks brownish in my opinion. I could be colorblind for all I know. I could be extremely wrong, but it always looked a little brownish to me. I'm not really gonna know until I look at this in game, but we're gonna go with it. And then this is gonna sound really weird. I think for black terracotta we do that dark gray color that we had there. No, that is concrete gray. That is concrete gray right there. If I needed concrete gray, that is right there. I think that it has a slight bit of brown in it. I don't know why I think that. I could be extremely wrong. But for some reason, I can just see in my head that is way too much brown. Okay, what is happening? Is it this color? Like this. Multiply. I mean, that's... Maybe it's not brown. Maybe brown's not... This is not turning out like wool turned out. I thought wool turned out fantastic. This is not. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So this is green wool. We have green terracotta. Slightly duller. Really? And like, I won't really know the differences between green and lime until we look at them in game, but I think that's good enough. Light blue, is light blue, take this color and then we kind of like, because isn't it, that might be right. Yeah. A little bit more on the gray side. Yeah, sure. No, I kind of like the other one better. Okay. That works. And then we got pink terracotta. Let's go ahead and close that. And now we do orange. We did orange, right? Dude, I don't even know what we've done anymore. Pink terracotta is more of, does that give you burnt? Actually, what if I did this? Like, what if I, this might solve everything. Black? What? Okay, I thought this would solve everything, but it does not. If I take this, I mean, if I just like, because I might be able to get the color I am looking for with one of these. Okay, that is, I think this might be the way to go. Okay, not like that. If we just go like, okay. I thought this would make it the way to go, but it doesn't seem to be working like I thought this was gonna work out. I'm just getting a bunch of different colors. That is not what I was imagining. Anyway, I guess we'll just take, I'm honestly at a point where I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Because this just, like, this just, is that pink? Is that pink terracotta? It just looks like concrete. Jeez Louise. It just looks like concrete. Do a game check. I just don't. The light. What is this gray and black? Okay, gray and black is way too close. Yeah, I mean it looks pink, but I don't believe. I could extremely be wrong. I don't believe pink terracotta really looks pink. I thought it was more of a dull red because pink is red. So if you like burnt pink, because terracotta is just like a burnt version of that color. Now that I remember it better. I think those two. I think green looks good. Black definitely needs to be changed to be darker or just browner. I don't know. Or what if I take red? This is gonna be. Yeah, no. Alright, let's just take a quick second to just calm down because this doesn't look right to me, but I think we just go with it. White terracotta is more of a skin tone. I just know that. Oh, so now I gotta find a skin tone. That's good, I think. That's 2. Actually, just looking at it now. Maybe that. That should be closer. Hey, at least we're able to get white terracotta done. Like blue, I did like gray, I did magenta, did pink. Have I done purple? I can't remember. Wait, I just closed yellow, but okay, I have done yellow. Okay, I have done purple and gray. Wait, so have I done them all? No, I haven't done cyan. Ooh, oh, cyan. What is cyan? That's the one that looks gray, right? So if I'm gonna do some stuff here. No, it's not what I meant to do. Okay, we'll just close that then. Maybe. Dang, because I think I had it earlier, but I just. What if I just stop going based off of the wool colors and I just do my own colors? I mean, the wool colors are my own, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. Like, let's just go with that. Why not? Pink. So pink. Is a color. It is a color. Mind you, if you see me just like not doing anything on the screen, it's probably because I am actually doing something with the color wheel to try to get it, but I'm just not getting it. Yeah, we're just gonna call it there. Let's look at them in game. Load the texture pack. So yeah, so we've done them all, as you can see here. Besides, okay, we haven't done regular terracotta. That is something we need to do. So we're gonna go ahead and layer them out differently than what you actually see here in front of us. So we're just gonna fly over here. This should be a good. Actually, I like doing on top of mountains. I'm trying to think of the like outro clip right now. just because you see more of the world and it's good to show the world. Okay, like, we do this. Then we can take all of this. But this will actually add a lot to the world. It might not seem like it, but like a lot of the villages, they use terracotta everywhere. So it'll be good to finally have this done. And then like the mesa and stuff, it's just gonna be so nice. Okay, so let's go back in. So this is what we have right now. And I don't think it's necessarily bad per se. We need to do the terracotta block. Okay, sheep. Actually, I don't even know if you can hear the game, can you? Can you hear the game? Yeah, you can hear the game. So darken the black a little bit more because it just looks way too close. I will just do that real quick without even changing because it's not that big of a deal. Actually, yeah, let's just change because I need to. We're gonna take the orange terracotta, right? And we're gonna take that, and we're just gonna dull it some more. Do that, and then multiply. That's terracotta. Okay, black. I just need to. That's pretty simple. What I need to do, but more on this part, probably. See, like, I can't even tell if that actually worked. And this was something with black, you can't really, I mean, it looks like it worked. It's really hard to tell, but. So we're going to go ahead and now look at it back in the game. We gotta reload the textures. Okay, black, I mean, I think, honestly, what's going to end up happening is after I do concrete, I'm going to go back through the terracottas, and I need to find a way to make them more dull looking, because a lot of these is most likely the right color for concrete. So, black, that's definitely not black terracotta. I can just definitely tell these aren't the right colors, but I think for now they add a lot to the world, so we will go with them. Like, I don't think it's really gonna hurt anything to go with them, but we're gonna go with them. Just get that kind of done with. Now, I was only planning on live streaming for an hour. We're hitting 50 minutes. I was planning on doing more than just this texture. Is there anything you'd like to see that I've never really shown in the videos? Because there's a lot to see. So if there's anything you want to see, I would gladly go look at it. It'll probably just be white. Or we can talk about future series. Just any questions that you have just for the next 10 minutes. Because, yeah, like I said, I was planning on streaming for an hour. It's been 50 minutes. Just anything you want to know. Don't mind asking, but the caves look pretty good. There was actually an issue with the texture pack before today that I couldn't figure out. And that was when I went to dark places. It was so black. Like, the screen would just be black, so you couldn't see anything. Just a sneak peek from today's video that if you haven't seen, or yeah, today's video isn't even posted, to the monster spawner. So that is done. We also did the trial chamber. Is this ice? What is this? So then I fly around the world and I don't even know what stuff is. Yeah, this is ice, which we still need to do. So this is all snow, and snow is one of the things that, like, I just may never change. Snow is white. Like it just, I mean, this looks like snow. Like it just, like this, like if this could be a snowy mountain, there's probably some stone or whatever, not stone, diorite, maybe ice that's there. Is this all ice? Oh wow, this must be a frozen, like, interesting. Then we got this village here, which again, the villagers, I'm actually pretty proud of the villagers. I think their nose is slightly off, but I gotta go back and do the wheat. I just completely skipped the wheat texture. My bad. And cherry blossoms. We still have a lot of trees to do, but we'll do them. I'm just glad like the whole texture pack is getting closer and closer to finished. And I plan on eventually, like I said, doing a survival world in this texture pack. I gotta get a few days ahead, and then I'll start working on it, because I don't want, like, it's not gonna be Hermitcraft levels, of course, but it's also not gonna be like I built a dirt hut in the first episode. I want some merit to it, but the wood, the reason I don't do all the wood, or the reason why I'm not doing all of the things all at once, like I could just do every aged copper every day. Like I could do like I've only done 2 of the aged copper and exposed, and like I easily could do the other ones, because you see here's the other copper, and like I could do the bars and stuff. I have the colors for it, but I want to spread it out. I don't want to just do like, I don't know, it's weird to think. Like I probably should, it'd be more organized if I did like all bricks. Like even if I just split it up into days, like 3 days of just bricks, and then 3 days of copper, and then 3 days of iron and stuff, because there is a lot of iron, and like all the wood every other day. But I just want to spread it out. I don't even think I've done all of the tools yet. Like if I do pickaxe, yeah, there's still 3 like I haven't done copper, golden, or netherite. I've done the golden sword, so if I typed in sword, which I don't think looks that great. Did I redo this? I don't remember it looking like this, but that's only because like I haven't. That's only because I did the piglin. Like if I go and I do, wow, like even the nether and the end still have a lot of white. Like the overworld makes it look like I've a lot of this texture pack done. There's still a lot to do. I just haven't touched the other. I should probably do gold armor and crossbows and stuff so that the piglins actually look completed. Because I did their gold sword. Like this is a piglin. But if we like, let's just kill it. Let's just die. Wait, can I can do set block, end gate, or end portal. Like if we go to the end, like this is all white. I haven't touched a single thing at the end. I actually haven't even looked at the end yet. There's a wonderful dragon. But like even the sky is not done. And that's the other thing about the sky stuff. Let's go. Because even if we look at this sky, like I haven't done the clouds. It's just that's just Minecraft's coded to make them that shape. Like they are just white. Like everything's not done. Like the sky's not done at all. But the sun's done, of course. I mean, yeah, I mean look at the sun. That thing is definitely how it's supposed to look. So that's done. But nothing with the sky related. Are you supposed to be able to see? There are 2 suns, or is that the moon? See, who knows? Is that the moon or the sun? But it doesn't look like you have any questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. If you joined, I appreciate it. I'll probably do more live streams at another date. I'm not planning them, of course, but we at least got the terracotta done, so I can make that video for tomorrow and get it somewhat situated. But thank you for joining the live stream. If you did, I very much appreciate it. I will see you in like about an hour when I post today's TikTok, or not TikTok, today's YouTube video or TikTok. I post them on both if you didn't know. Actually, if you want to get a little bit of a sneak peek, and this might be good for you if you have TikTok. Today's video on TikTok is the monster spawner, but YouTube is about a day behind. They might be 2 days behind. So YouTube is slightly behind. So today on YouTube won't be the monster spawner, but it will be in like a few days. But that's it for now. Thank you for joining, and goodbye.